7.4, example 4. We're going to talk about what happens when you have a corner. So we want to find the length of the curve y equals x squared minus 4 times the absolute value of x minus x from negative 4 to 4. Now the biggest questions that I think you're going to have is, how do I know when I'm going to have a corner? Well, absolute values are a big giveaway of corners. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and graph that to figure out where the corner is. Or you can just actually look at the piece that has the absolute value. So because there's nothing in the absolute value, I know my corner is going to be at x equals 0. If I had like x minus 4 inside the absolute value, it would be at x equals 4. So it just depends kind of what's inside the absolute value. It's going to tell you it's the shift on the x-axis. But we're going to go ahead and graph this, and it's going to look something like that. So we can see right here that we do have the corner at x equals 0. I really do recommend graphing it just in case. So let's talk about how we're going to make our function broken up into a piecewise function, because we can't take the derivative when x equals 0. So when x is less than 0, the absolute value of x can be written as negative x. When x is greater than 0, the absolute value of x is equal to just x. This is the definition of the absolute value of x. So that's something you should just have memorized. Okay, so we're going to break up our function, which is x squared minus 4 absolute value of x minus x. And we're going to split that up into a piecewise function. So it's x squared minus 4 times negative x minus x when x is less than 0. And it's x squared minus 4 times x minus x when x is greater than or equal to 0. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to clean this up. And I get x squared plus 3x. And I get x squared minus 5x. Okay, so in our length formula, again, we're trying to find the length of this curve from negative 4 to 4. So we're trying to find this length of the entire curve from here to here. So basically, we're going to break it up from negative 4 to 0. And then we're going to break it up from 0 to 4. So the length is going to be the integral from negative 4 to 0, 1 plus y prime squared, plus the integral from 0 to 4, 1 plus y prime squared. Which means I need to go ahead and find y prime. So that piecewise function was y. So on the side here, I'm going to find y prime. So we want to go ahead and take the derivative of the piecewise. So it's just going to be 2x plus 3 and 2x minus 5. Same restrictions. So the top one is going to go into the integral from negative 4 to 0, and the bottom one is going to go into the integral from 0 to 4. So the length of my curve is going to be the integral from negative 4 to 0 of the square root 1 plus 2x plus 3 squared, plus the integral from 0 to 4, square root 1 plus 2x minus 5 squared. And then what you're going to do is go ahead and just put that all in your calculator, and you get about 19.556.